Born in the darkness of South Carolina swamps, born in the mud where the cypress trees stomp. Young Marion sailed for the Indies so far, but the ocean took pity on that merchant ship tar. We gonna lifeboat the waves like a grave, and Marion knew in his heart he'd be brave. Said, I'm gonna be strong, gonna learn how to fight. And he studied that ocean through day and through night. A soldier before he knew what it meant. When the Cherokee came, that's where he went. Through the wilderness, deep in the tangled dark wood, he learned how to ambush the way soldiers should. The Cherokee taught him to move without sound. Like a ghost in the darkness he'd glide through the ground. How to strike like a snake, then vanish from sight. A warrior's wisdom from dusk into night. Fort Sullivan burning with British gunfire, but Marion's spirit would never expire. Just a broken down ankle and nothing to lose. When Charleston fell hard, he knew what to do. 20 men hungry with no place to go. Marion said, boys, we're about to put on a show. And he walked into history with nothing but pride. Now he was the master of tactical stride. Tarleton came riding through 9 miles of swamp, with his dragons thundering, trying to stomp. But Marion was dancing where no man could follow, through the cypress and marsh, through the mud-bottom hollow. Not even the devil himself could catch us old fox, Tarleton yelled out as he cursed at the bogs of the swamp that protected the man he called Ghost, who struck like the lightning, then mocked Britain's hose. The tactics he'd learned from the wilderness wars, now he was using against Britain's full Fort Watson, Fort Maud, Utah Springs fell, and Marion's men were raising straight up from hell. With nothing but courage and guerrilla-born pride, they'd move like the spirits that danced through the tide. Cornwallis looked round and said, I can't stay here. Marion said, everything burning from the coast to the frontier. So he ran toward Virginia to make his last stand, where Yorktown would show him the strength of the land. One man in the swamps brought the mighty to knees, and a nation was born in the shadows of trees. No British uniform, no standing line wars, just Marion in shadows and wilderness doors. He wasn't a phantom, but damn if he tried to haunt all the British from every side. I saw Fox from the swamp and the bogs, moving like whispers through cypress and logs. A tactical genius, a man without fear. Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, is here. In the dark of the night in the Carolina swamp, where the British got lost in that mud and that stomp. He'd leap and he'd vanish, he'd dance out of sight. The Swamp Fox, the Swamp Fox, the master of night. After the fighting was done and the war had been won, Marion went home to Palm Bluff in the sun. But the plantation lay burning, the fields turned to ash, and he took up a pen for the laws he would pass. He walked in the Senate to write something new, to build up a nation from ashes and dew. But he wasn't a saint, and that's part of his story. He wasn't just honor, he wasn't just glory. The Cherokee taught him the way of the land, the tactics of warriors' ambush so grand. But later he hunted those same Indian brothers as enemies, scattered them away from each other. He held men in bondage on fields dark and wide. A heavy dark shadow he kept deep inside. A man of his time, both the best and the worst, with a soul that was blessed and a name that was cursed. But the tactics, the genius, the will and the fight, those things live forever in that dark swamp night in 1994. Past 100 years on, the Rangers Hall of Fame said your legend lives on. Francis Marion, the teacher of warfare untold, complicated and human, a story retold. Not simple, not perfect, but strong as the pines, a stand in the swamp where his legend still shines. Down in the darkness of South Carolina swamps, where Marion rested far from British camps. Year 1795, his body laid down, but his spirit still rises without crown. The stories are living in movies and song. Mel Gibson is walking where Marion belonged. The Patriot rises from swamp and from clay, and the legend keeps growing till this very day. From the fox of the marshes to history's page, from the hunter of shadows in the desperate age, Francis Marion, the swamp fox is named forever, and always eternal is fame. The swamp fox, the swamp fox, from the darkness to legend so bright. The swamp fox, forever he'll fight. The swamp fox, the living in light.